is one of the most horrific stories of senseless violence that we have ever covered on the show. Buckle up. Imagine you're out having drinks with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and someone approaches you and they try to get your number and want to get to know you, and you turn them down.
She not interested in you.
Of course, you're with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Now imagine that simple interaction in exchange spiraling out of control, and you end up in a highway shootout that results in your murder. Well, this scenario was pretty close to how allegedly Jamea Harris was unalived in cold blood, and a small piece of the shocking story of how a mother of a 5-year-old son had her life taken away because she didn't want to give a guy her number. Talking about a loser, but Jamea's life wasn't the only one that changed that night, because the alleged shooters have been arrested and the footage from the shooting has leaked online, and we'll get to that in a second because trigger warning, this is sensitive content. But you won't believe the actual details of the events that led to a young woman losing her life because of a couple of losers that couldn't take no for an answer, and we'll get into that. But first, I am Joe Stone, and this is the Church of Joe Stone podcast, where cool comes to pray, you come to stay, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video coming your way, where we find the most shocking and provocative news and take it to church. This is the horrifying moment when two women yelled, "Oh my God," and ran away when they heard 11 plus gunshots caught on a Ring camera. These were the shots that took the life of 23-year-old Jamea Harris. Darius Miles, a 21-year-old Crimson Tide basketball player, and Michael Lynn Davis were charged with her murder on Sunday after Jamea Harris was fatally shot in a car. Depositions from Tuscaloosa Sheriff's Office investigator Brendan Cooper showed that witnesses said Davis was the shooter and that he got the gun from Miles. But what happened? Well, there were two bursts of gunfire, and Tuscaloosa Police Captain Jack Kennedy later confirmed that a gun was fired into the car where the victim was riding before the driver of that car fired back. Police were able to identify and capture the perpetrators after interviewing witnesses and analyzing footage. Davis had been shot but was in stable condition. According to authorities, the suspect and the victims had seen each other on the strip and got into a heated altercation before the shooting. Harris' boyfriend told CNN that the three of them, Harris, her boyfriend and cousin, had been out drinking and getting food when a stranger started flirting with Harris. She then denied him. He was advancing on her and she declined his attention. He refused to go away, said Harris' mother, DeCarla Cotton. While they were attempting to leave, one gentleman walked up to the car and started shooting. Now imagine you're out, you're with your boyfriend, another guy tries to talk to you, of course you turn him down, and now your boyfriend is trying to defend your life and his life because these guys apparently think that saying no to giving your number warrants a full-on gunfight. During the incident, Harris's boyfriend reportedly fired shots at her assailant. The suspect was identified because he was injured and visited a local hospital for treatment. I'm glad one of the bad guys got hit, just saying. When police arrived at the scene of the shooting that happened at 1:45 a.m. on Sunday, they found Harris deceased in her car, less than half a mile from the campus, according to authorities. Apparently, Miles was the only person from the University of Alabama who took part in the shooting, and that's what kind of blew this entire story up. One of the people involved in the shooting was a popular basketball player from the University of Alabama, and news of him throwing away his career in something so terrifyingly silly quickly made this story go viral, leading to the coaches and the university to apologize and offer their condolences to the family and friends of the victim. It's also revealed that on Sunday, the university's athletics department said that Miles had been let go from the team because he had been charged with capital murder. Now, CNN attempted to contact Miles' attorney, who made clear in a statement obtained by CNN affiliate WBRC that while Miles and his family are heartbroken over Harris's death, he maintains his innocence and looks forward to his day in court. But you gotta remember, this is the same guy that already admitted to providing the firearm that the other guy allegedly used to commit this heinous crime. Now, both guys were arraigned in court for the first time on Monday and are still being held without bail. And it's a terrible situation when a woman can't turn down a man and has to be afraid of literally losing her life. We've heard stories like this before. This isn't the first time you heard of a guy getting turned down by a woman and all of a sudden she's all kind of cuss words and he wants to fight her, or worse. I hate that I have to say this, but if a woman turns you down, just accept it and move on. There's like a billion of them. What are you doing? But instead, Jamea, her family, their lives, her boyfriend's life, her cousin's life, the shooter's lives, and their families' lives will never be the same because of this senseless act of violence that could have been easily avoided. But let's dive into the comments and see what people are saying about this story. Rip to the young woman who lost her life. Facts. Temporary emotions should never dictate permanent solutions/outcomes. Exactly. If you get your feelings hurt because a woman turns you down, don't let you temporarily being in your feelings get you locked up for the rest of your life or cost someone else's theirs. Extremely on brand for the community. More people are making her killers out to be the victim than acknowledging her. It's disgusting. I haven't seen that. I don't know if the basketball player that provided the firearm is going to try to say that he had no idea what was about to happen and maybe he was innocent. I don't know if that's what they're referring to. And it seems like he will be trying to claim that he is not guilty. But if you were in that car, in my personal opinion, and you provided the firearm and you participated in all of this, then you're just as guilty as the shooter, which is probably why he's being charged with capital murder, whether or not he pulled the actual trigger. Baby girl is dead and her son will be without his mom because of an argument. Rest now, Jamea. Unfortunately, this is a reality when it comes to senseless violence. Her son will not have his mother. And these young men, again, didn't just change their lives or her life or just take her life. They changed the life of everyone that loved her, including her son. And it's not like we as a community need one more broken family or another kid to grow up without a mother because some guy just couldn't take no for an answer. This story is absolutely horrific and disgusting. And I don't know why this one just seems so ridiculous and heartbreaking, but it really gets to me. But let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think that this defense from the Alabama State ex-basketball player will work? Do you think that these guys will be found guilty? Do you think that more details will come out? Maybe the story will change. Let us know what you think in the comments. I am Joe Stone, and this is the Church of Joe Stone podcast. Where cool comes to pray, you come to stay, and you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video coming your way where we find the most provocative and shocking news and take it to church. I will see you in the next one.